Thursday night. It is July the 31st, the year 2025. Sun this year is moving on by. It'll
Gone.
be Christmas time before we know it, but hey, it's Thursday night, and you are tuned in right now, if you did not know it, to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, live and in color, all across the World Wide Web, Facebook and YouTube. If you're on the old Facebook, if you don't mind, reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button, and share our broadcast your page so everybody can know that you're not only a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, but you can expose the truth and nothing but the truth as well. But hey, wherever you're joining us tonight, if it's in your home, your automobile, maybe you're at a associational meeting, maybe you're at a round table, maybe you're at a card game, I don't know, but you're joining us tonight, and we are extremely pleased and satisfied and happy that you have chosen to spend the next hour and 15 minutes with Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey, we're live tonight at our studio here in Enterprise, Georgia. Our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway, Kinsey, Alabama. And coming to you live in the whole great United States of America and foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to send this broadcast out. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and already got friends and family tuning in from the great state of Baker County, Georgia tonight. And we welcome each and every one of you to our broadcast. Do give you a little disclaimer up here in the front. We are common sense, conservative minded, biblically based, Judeo Christian principle type people. And that's pretty much how this show is
Structured.
structured, but I'm talking the underlay of it, the foundation.
I can't read your mind, Marvin. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, I'm hoping you would do that. I mean, anyway, I was hoping you would read my mind. That is the foundation of our show. And so if that offends you or it does not align with what you believe, you probably are at the wrong place. But now, maybe you get ready for a stress test tomorrow and you need something to run your blood pressure up. Stay here for a little while. We'll probably take care of that for you.
No problem.
Listen, we're here for the next hour and 15 minutes, man. We're going to have opinions. We're going to have revelations. We're going to have reflections. We're going to have a great time, and we're glad you've taken the time to join us tonight. Hey, got a brand new big screen tonight. We're at 109.71439, 1264, and 188th of 1/100th of a thousandth of an inch in diagonal. Petronillas.
Who?
Petronilla. Petronilla. Petronillas. Petronillas. Pickle pig snouts by the pound. Polyester pantsuits for perky women. And plucked whole chickens and plus size panty emporium for men in Patmos, Georgia.
Say that one more time about the what the pickle what?
Yeah.
Pickle what?
Pickle pig snouts by the pound.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's sale. That's sale.
Yeah. And polyester pantsuits for perky women. Plucked whole chickens and plus size panty emporium for men in Patmos, Georgia.
My gracious. Floyd, have you been over?
I'm still trying to digest this pickle.
Snout. Do the butchering right there in front of you is what I want to know.
This is gonna be, you'll hear this later on. I had something. This just replaced it, if you will.
See there how that one creative stimuli encourages another.
It feeds another one. Oh Lord!
What's your background up there tonight, Marvin? I believe you stole that from somebody, didn't you?
I did. That is not original. That was sent to me by none other than yours truly, Charlie C. Platt, right there. Tell us about it.
I'm just what I can see. And what I can figure out, if you were uh, going from west to east on Main Street in downtown Dothan, and you were at the intersection where the courthouse is, this is what you would see heading east. The old Martin Theater over there on the left, and right downtown, I guess in the buildings that are now lawyer offices and eyeglass places. Look at that, Sears and Roebuck, downtown Dothan. This is somewhere around 1950. And then
Yep.
you'll have Bloomberg's on down the way on the right, and it was a it was a bustling community. Downtown was thriving back in the 1950s, late 40s, early 50s.
That's
And
true.
there's a story that I heard. Should I tell it, Flo?
Yeah, tell any kind of story you want to tell, man. Better
Well, I
tell
mean,
the truth.
when I see the Martin Theater, I had a story told to me by a gentleman who's passed away. He was in law enforcement, and there's all kind of stories about the late great Hank Williams. But this story, as it was told to me, was Hank was playing the Martin Theater a particular evening, and as they pulled up to the Martin Theater, right there, there were folks standing in line on the sidewalk would get tickets and to get in the show. Hank had been writing, I guess, for a long time, and there hadn't been a sign along the way that said clean restroom. You know what I mean? It was just like he had been a long time, and there might have been a lot of liquid partaken on that trip. I don't know what it would be, but he when he got out of his car, he needed to relieve himself, and that is exactly what he did on the main street in front of the Martin Theater, in front of some of his fans in Dothan, Alabama.
What happened to him? What, I mean, did he sign autographs or anything while he was out there?
I heard he was arrested for indecent exposure.
Ah,
And knowing,
He said, "Well, hold on a minute. You give me a second to grab my pen out of my pocket here, and I'll sign your autograph here." Who knows, man? Oh boy, yeah, I was in the 50s. I saw an old 54. It looked like I saw the back end of it in there. So it was 50, 51, somewhere along in there. But I remember I remember Bloomberg's. I don't remember the Sears store being there, but I do remember Bloomberg's down there, and I remember the Martin Theater down there. In fact, I saw a movie down there. Me and Nadine, we were courting then, and we saw the movie Hair there.
mm.
Hair, and
huh,
yeah, it was risque, I guess at that period. That wouldn't be now. I mean, you go down there to Pier Park at Panama City, you can basically see the same thing. It's only most of the people down there at Pier Park is walking around about 9 tenths naked. Need to have more clothes on than they do off.
Ah, ah.
I'm just saying, I'm not to be offensive, not to offend anybody that's that's overweight or anything like that. I'm not to offend because people like that,
no,
everybody like that except Marvin are real easily offended. Marvin is not offended.
don't bother Marvin one little bitty
That'd be
bit.
like you're gonna think you're gonna offend me by calling me an old gray haired coot. You're not going to offend me by doing that. I already know that.
And you probably been called worse by better, hadn't you?
I've
Oh,
been called
yeah.
worse by better. Exactly right. Woo.
Oh man. Hey Floyd, what about you sent this to me the other day. Tell us about that meal right there.
I had
Oh,
I was sitting there wanting something to do around the house. I said, I think I'm gonna make me a pot of red beans and rice.
mm,
I went down there at the grocery store and got me a fresh pack of them dried red beans, and there's a pretty good recipe on the package there. And I had me some good andouille sausage, and I put them in there. I put that thing in my crock pot, and them red beans and that sausage, and I smoked ham hock and onions and celery and bell pepper and
wow.
seasoning. And I run that thing and run that crock pot for about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. And That's what that was the result. And I did that. I cooked that rice in the microwave in a Pyrex dish.
Mm,
Microwave. Yep.
wow.
Cooked it good, about 12 minutes. On my rice, what I done with my rice, I had me a cup of rice and 2 cups of water. I put it in there and I let it soak in that Pyrex dish for about 30 minutes. Kind of soften up that rice, soak up that water a little bit. Put it in my microwave oven, put it on high for 12 minutes. Fluffy rice, no problem, just fluffed up good. Put it on them red beans. Had that red beans and some bread and some dill pickles, and that's what I eat on that thing 2 or 3 days. In fact, me and Dynamite King and Radar Everson, he was over here ripping me off with putting up a ceiling fan. And we had a dinner. That dynamite is reasonable, but brother Radar, see, he come in here and the first thing he want to do, he wants to talk, just talk. And then he gets started on his fan up back. Radar gets started, and it's a nice fan. I mean, I went down there to Home Depot and I paid, I don't know, $130 or $40 for the fan. Nice. I didn't buy no cheap fan. So Radar, oh yeah, Red, be right on over there. So he come on and started working on the fan, and he got the old fan that was up there come out of the Enterprise Schoolhouse.
Mm,
It was a cast iron housing on that thing, and I bet you it weighed 50 pounds.
mm.
And he had he like to herniate himself when that thing when he got it unscrewed. He got it. I told him I said the radar this thing's solid right here. But anyway, he fumbled around with that and got that just running the clock out all he riding the clock. And then he was he had to have a different attachment thing up there in the ceiling. It wouldn't work for them. No, we got through all that drill. And see now it's getting close to dinner time now. And anyway, he gets the fan. The fan's easy to put up once he gets to put. If you put the right screws in the right hole at the, he fumbled around with some screws there for about 30 minutes. Had them in the wrong hole. They wouldn't fit. And I said, "Bet don't twist that thing screwdriver. That it ain't going radar." Well, let me anyway moved holes and got it better. Anyway, that's radar and dynamite. Me and dynamite were ready to eat. That radar he running the clock. And he got my fan up. It's nice. I mean, it's a nice fan. We sat down there and eat some of them red beans and rice. And I asked him, I said, "How much I owe you?" And he didn't even write nothing down on no ticket. He just popped it out of his mouth. And, whoo. Anyway, I paid him. 'Cause he comes. But listen now, when I call him, he comes. He comes. He said, "What you need, Cream?" I said, "Well, I need you to come see me." And he got it done. Got a nice fan. I got it in there. Got it running. Put it on low. It's gonna lower my electricity bill. Everything. It's probably gonna lower my cholesterol and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna be good.
Hey, you said you got it at Home Depot. It was about $150.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you the only man I know gonna have $1,000 ceiling fan.
$1,000
That's
season
it.
man was all over with. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't take
Hey,
nothing for radar.
you gonna be cool. You gonna be cool.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good with it. Cause let me tell you what, if I need him, I call him. He comes. He come right
Oh
on.
yeah, he'll come.
He's local. See, that's right. Like it is dealing with local people. So you get somebody. What if I had to send somebody from Home Depot? What do you call it? One of the
Ooh,
contractors.
ooh. Minimum charge would be $90.
Yeah. Well, that's cheaper than what I got over.
I said minimum charge would be $90 just to say they come.
You're getting close, Charlie. Oh, dang, radar. I love it. I wouldn't take nothing but hey, look at here. It's local folk deal with local folks all you can.
Yep.
Deal with them.
Yeah,
Deal with them.
you're
They
right.
need money. This community needs money. Deal with
Hey,
them.
here's a good local one right here, Charlie. Tell them about them.
Sawega Meats. All right. Well, whether you live over in Southwest Georgia or here in Southeast Alabama, got two convenient locations to serve you. Just a few miles up the road in Headland from Dothan, and you'll find the best cut steaks you'll find anywhere in this part of the country. Prime cuts. Also over at the location Southwest Georgia, that's on US 27, right between Blakely and Colquitt. All kind of great steaks, great ground They got ground steak now. If you want a steak burger, they'll grind the steak up for you, fix you up any way you want it cut. They'll do it. A lot of the beef is locally produced. In addition to the beef, got other fine items to sell, like some delicious sausage, link patty, and you'll also find some great smoked pork chops and endless numbers of rubs and seasonings for the meat to put on that grill, or like I do in the iron skillet on top of the stove. Sawega Meat, quality meat products serving the Wiregrass area, and you know where your beef comes from if you buy from Sawega Meats in Headlands and between Colquitt and Blakely on US 27. Easy to find.
Hey, Floyd, tell us about this.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, yeah. I was sitting in there eating me a little bit of supper there a while ago. Heard a knock on the door, and I said, "Yeah, come on in the house." And there Miss Pam Pickle was. Y'all know who she is. She Mr. Charles Pickle's wife. They all the time fixing stuff up at that place. You know, he's the one with the big garden that gives tomatoes and squash and all that stuff away and greens in the wintertime. She come walking in the door with that right there. She said, "Here's something. I got something for you. Me and Charles made this. We're going you can put it on your turnip greens when you start you cook you some of them this fall." I mean, I just cracked it open. She said it ain't quite ready now. I said it ain't been in there long enough. It ain't seasoned out just like it ought to be. But ain't that a beautiful handmade uh, uh, gift right there?
So,
I'm telling you, local people, you can't, man, please, you can't
But
get that at Martha's Vineyard.
but once in a while you have some local people that might think about going astray, and I need to warn you about this. Goocher said, laid back on in the recliner watching in Hentown, Georgia. And then after you talked about the fan deal, he comes in all capital letters. I'm coming to get that fan. So you might want to, you.
Hey, he wants the old, no, he wants the old Hunter fan. That's what he
Oh,
wants.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
yeah.
that fit
I,
in the poll room up there in the eating place, wouldn't it?
It'd be great. It's in a box in my den there, Gucci. You come anytime. I got some other things for you too, if you will.
hey, speaking about Charles Pickle, he sent me this. Said he's getting ready for corn to be harvested right
Look
now.
at there.
Getting it cry, yeah, getting it ready. Yep. How about that?
That's an old one right there, Black Hawk.
Corn shell.
Yep.
That
Yeah, that's a shell.
make
That's what they shell that corn with to feed the
Well, it
chickens
makes me
with.
think about deer eating corn. Let me get this public service announcement. Pulled in off the road heading down to the cabin yesterday afternoon and got about halfway, second terrace down, and I saw something on the left on the grass, that brownish looking, and it was about the size of a big rabbit or a cat or something like that. And when I got a few feet closer to it in the car, it was the smallest baby deer I have ever seen in my life. I'm talking about just that was all right there. There was to it, and it was out there sunning, and it bolted and went through 5 strands of barbed wire fence with no problem. It didn't touch nothing. It went out there in the pasture that's grown up, and right about the time I got almost to where it ran, Mama come and jumped. She didn't jump over the car, but she jumped in front of the car and then jumped over that
Mm,
5 strands of barbed wire going to see about that baby and turn it around. But they're
Come
being
on.
born everywhere. I talked to Zach up at Mike's Pharmacy today. He said he saw one, and 2 or 3 other folks have mentioned almost running over one or two. So if you see something like that trying to cross the road or in the road, just beware, them babies are being born right now.
that's right.
They're hitting the
Yep, they
ground.
hitting the ground. Sure are. Hitting the ground.
Tell him, Floyd, about our friend.
That's my yeah. That one some of my peeps right there, right here in Concord, Georgia. Another one of them fine establishments. Another one of them fine businesses. Businesswoman right here in Concord, Georgia, running ZB Seafood Market. She opened back up today. She's been closed down for a couple of weeks. Take a little time off. She's got that. She's got that counter stocked to up high enough to keep everybody in fish for this weekend. Y'all go by there. Better go on by there now, cause probably Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, it's gonna be getting low on her. So y'all go by there and get you some good fresh shrimp, some good salmon, catfish fillet, scallops, crawfish, frog leg, whatever you want. Some good oysters. She got those in there too. Y'all go by and see Ziggy B Seafood. Got those oysters in the bucket right there. Them bucket oysters. Make you some oyster stew with that. Fry you some oysters with that. Everything she sells is good. It's fresh. She stands behind it. You will not be disappointed if you go to Ziggy B Seafood Market. Get you some of that good seafood. Go home, cook it, and enjoy it. Or if you want her to steam it for you before you leave her, she'll be glad to do that and engage you in conversation while she's steaming. Y'all go see Ziggy B right here
Hey
in
guys, I got
Thomasville.
something I want to show y'all. It was sent to me by a distinguished gentleman, and it's an old television commercial. And this commercial is probably 52 years old.
Good
Um,
gracious.
I want to play it, and then I want to talk about it, and then I got another one I want to play and talk about it. But y'all watch this from 1973, I believe it is. Yep.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna get cream.
Let Noxzema clean your face so the razor won't.
The closer you shave, the more you need creamy, soothing, medicated Noxzema.
Let Noxzema clean your face so the razor don't.
You've got a great pair of hands.
Joe Willie. Joe Willie.
Woo-hoo! Man, please. Now, is that selling a product
Well, I
or
mean, you
not,
got
Marvin? You know, if you were a man in the 1973 and you saw that commercial, you would automatically go and buy you some Noxzema shaving cream.
If you were,
No telling how many million cans that commercial right there with Joe and Farrah sold, and everybody was happy. Did you see how happy they were in that commercial? You see how happy Joe was? You see
and
how
there was
happy Farrah
nothing.
was? That's for you people out there. Listen, for you Democrats out there that's watching tonight. If you made it to this point, if you're still watching, as Joe Willie Namath, one of the most famous football players. He made the National Football League. He put it on the map, if you will. And the other one was Farrah Fawcett, who was a
hey,
a poster, poster pinup girl that could wear a bathing suit, if you will. And the thing about it, you know, people's people's minds, went to all kind of different things when they watch it. And where your mind goes is your business. It ain't, we have no control over where you. It's like when we on here, we go to talking,
hey.
and some of y'all's minds gets
I,
way
I,
off
I,
out there.
I would like to interject. You talked about the man seeing that and running by and some. I'm sure there was some probably juniors and seniors in high school that saw that weren't quite needing to shave. They,
They didn't have no whistle. They didn't have no whistle. They just put something on, rub it on, and wash it off. Ooh, yeah, look at it. Woo! You got the great pair of hands. See,
whoa.
show y'all
And
something.
but look,
See
it
you
was
in there.
that was an extremely simple commercial. You had
Yeah.
two people that were looked up to. You had a beautiful woman and a superstar football player. And I mean that was the way commercials were. Can I tell you that commercials have changed?
Oh man, yeah, that was 1973. No, oh yeah, I've seen some of these recent ones. Yeah, have you got one you want to?
I'm glad you
Play
mentioned
it.
that. I got one from it's either 2025 or 2024. But let me play this one for you, and then let's do a revelation and a reflection on it.
Go ahead.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too. Love ya! Cheers! Go team! Whatever team you love, I love too. Okay. Love ya. Okay, break a leg.
That's how far we have digressed. Now, the people that listen to me, you people in San Francisco and in Martha's Vineyard know exactly who that is, because you look up to him. That is not a woman. Just in case you people in Martha's Vineyard in San Francisco are still pretending that he's a woman, that is a stupid little white boy who's pretending to be a stupid white woman. And reckon how many cans of Bud Light that sold to let's just say South Alabama putwooders. Hmm? But wait, let me back up. Now, my landscaping professional is he is a butt. Maybe they drinking two different kind of beers. His beer is Butt Light, but it looks like it's in the same can to me. He got them piled up in his yard out there. It looks like the same can. It did not deter him from
But
drinking
do you think he
Bud
knows who
Lights.
Dylan Mulvaney is?
You have no idea who Dylan Mulvaney, Joe Namath, or Farrah Fawcett is. You will. He knows me. He knows Mr. Jimmy Hope. He knows me. He knows Mr. Jimmy Hope.
Yeah.
He knows Miss Norma.
And that's it.
He got two or three more that he knows.
I wanted y'all to see how far we've come. You had Joe Namath and Farrah Fawcett advertising a consumer product. Did a great job on the ad. Probably sold millions of cans of Noxzema shaving cream. And then you got a boy pretending to be a woman who's trying to sell beer, and it like to bankrupted the Budweiser company.
They lost billions of dollars with that. They almost they were their stock just tanked after that. But they still didn't learn anything. They still didn't learn anything.
Well, I mean, there you go. You got Dylan Mulvaney, and I can't think of a better commercial to go to in honor of Dylan Mulvaney.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with the plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son.
Now that's getting back to the good old ads right there now.
Man, he'll ungonad you if that's what you want. He'll un-and-de-gonad you if that's what you want. So give him a call. Listen, he maybe just worked a pen full of steer yearlings. Bull yearlings that he turned into steers. His old knife will be sharp, and if it ain't sharp, he'll get that wet rock out and he'll whip it across there about a half a dozen times. It'll be sharp enough to take care of you if you want to change your gender. If you want to get de-gonaded, ungonaded, he's the man. Y'all see old Carl if y'all need any help with your cows. See Carl Chris. Y'all know who he is. Everybody in Southwest Georgia, Panhandle, Florida, Southeast, everybody knows him. Y'all see Carl.
No need to work your own cattle when Carl Christman is around.
No.
So Carl show up. He'll show up with all the tools, everything you need, and plus Thank you,
Yeah,
Carl. We
we do.
appreciate you.
Hey
We
guys,
love you,
it's
buddy.
time Southern Hissy Fits trivia time right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by Southern Hissy Fits, 109 West College Street. Go by there and see Miss Vicky. Tell her what you need. Carry your stuff in there and let her embroider it. You need to order some custom Richardson trucker caps. Man, she is the place to go. Digital designs, whatever you need, Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. Tonight's winner will receive a Charlie Platt the Dirt Road Sports Show enameled, logoed license car tag compliments of Southern Hissy Fits. We got a different trivia question tonight, guys. This is a different trivia question, and I need you to post on, please post on Facebook. Don't text me. Please post on Facebook. Here's the question. What is this? What is this? Now, let me say this to you. I need you to understand this because I got this information directly from the man. It's 100 years old, and it is one solid piece. It's 100 years old, and it's one solid piece. What is it used for? What is it used for?
I have no
I,
idea. I've
Hey,
never
that's why
seen
I
one.
said this was a different trivia question.
I think I think
Even,
somebody.
Uh huh. Who?
even the
Yeah.
man that owns it does not know what it was for.
I don't know. He don't. I don't know. But he said this thing carved out of one piece of wood. I said, what? Look at that one piece. The handle is it used to be part of
A
the tree
hundred,
limb, if you or
but he
tree
said he
trunk,
knows
whatever
for a
it is.
fact it's
Yeah.
100 years old.
Good gracious.
Mm-hmm. Been under shelter his whole life. But anybody out there that knows what that thing is, if we think you'd have got the right answer, a ground tapper for compacting dirt. That sounds like a good plumbing, maybe. I don't know about plumbing. Oh, that no! If it's 100 years old, that was you gonna use it to unplug a toilet with. It was not invented for that, Lamar.
I just
Come here, unplug. The outhouse
out
might be running over
outhouse.
and need
Hey, it's an outhouse
compacting.
plunger, is what it
There
is.
you go.
That is an outhouse plunger if I've ever seen one.
That's interesting. I mean, I honestly, and I mean, seriously, guys, we have no idea what it is. We the man that owns it, he said it's 100 years old. It's carved out of one piece of wood, and it is what it is. But we don't know what it is. Um, all right, there's Betty Spivey Shepherd said a splitting maul. What would that mean?
Well, yeah, you'd be hitting something with it, and you'd be done
Yep.
knocked all the bark off of it. I talked to the guy about it. He told me he told me he said that he said it might be a maul. I said it ain't no maul. Now a little bit of bark's going off of one side simply because it dried off. But if it was a maul, you had to be hitting a wedge to drive that wedge in those pine logs to make rails. That's what they did with mauls. They drive up that iron wedge down and then split the rails up. Oh, I
Used to
don't know.
line up fence posts. That might, you know.
Grind
I don't
corn.
know. No, you line up fence
Yeah.
posts with that right there. You look down there, and you peek over there. Mulvaney's teddy bear. Yeah, that's a teddy bear. Yeah, that's Mulvaney's teddy bear.
Hey,
Mercy.
while we got him coming in, Carl just texted me. He wanted me to remind everybody he saw we run his ad. Him and Billy Shingler are still working. They're going to run the promotion for August, 25% discount, neuter and name change discount special with him and Billy Shingler. You get 25%
Yeah,
off of the neutering
they,
and 25% off the name change. They are partnering. Look at there, two of our sponsors continuing to partner together to provide the best service for the people in the tri-state area.
I,
I like it. Hey, that's what we're about. Hey, we're family. That's what we are. We
I
family.
gotta ask a question. Marvin, you
Yes,
first. What's the most you ever paid to see any show or entertainer? Any show or entertainer in general, what is the most you ever paid ticket price to see someone?
You ain't gonna believe this. It was the single man left with the Righteous Brothers in Las Vegas, and it was $80.
Bill Medley.
Bill
Bill
Medley.
Medley.
That's about the most I've ever paid for a concert ticket.
Floyd, your turn.
Last concert I went to, I think was over there in Dothan over there to see Three Dog Night, and that was it was probably about $7 and a half at that time to see it.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is
Oh,
what people are spending on entertainment these days. Are you familiar with Tyrus? That's on
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Gutfield on Fox.
yeah.
Former wrestler turned comedian, late night TV star. He was in Dothan last week. Now, would you like to guess the price of the tickets to see Tyrus?
Ooh.
Marvin, you first, please.
all right, and he was at the Dothan Opera House.
He was at the Dothan Opera House.
I'm gonna say $50.
Floyd,
I say 75.
I said they told me $250 to see Tyrus.
No thank you. I can watch him out there. He be on old Goodfield every night at 10 o'clock. Watch him for free. I
Well,
know his material. I know all of his material already.
well, I kind of subscribe to the theory, the deduction of my buddy Ricky Adams and Enterprise. We talked about it a little bit earlier. In 1976, a lot of folks from Southeast Alabama and Southwest Georgia folks, I know some of y'all over there, that went to Montgomery, Alabama to Garrett Coliseum to see one of the greatest entertainers of all time. His name was Elvis Presley. Tickets were $15 to see Elvis Presley at Garrett Coliseum. If you cipher that down, as you'd say, Jethro on the Beverly Hillbillies, and come up with what that $15 is worth today, it's $59. Okay?
In today's money. Yeah, I got you.
Today's money, it's $59. So why would somebody want to pay over $59 to see anybody if they weren't as good as Elvis
That's
Presley to
Elvis.
start with?
Oh, man. I don't know. Just
It's
I mean, I
crazy.
wouldn't say it. I go number one. I ain't got $250. I spent all my money putting up a ceiling fan, so I ain't got $250.
I knew that ceiling fan was gonna come back.
Oh God, that's funny.
I can't go see nobody, Charlie. I got to pay for the ceiling fan putting up with radar.
Well, don't come over here to Dollar Tree thinking you can buy something and not be in jeopardy. Save some money. There's another public service announcement today in Dothan, Alabama, at the Dollar Tree. The way it's written up, uh, some customers got to arguing and fighting in the back of the store, and shots were fired from a firearm of some sort, but nobody was hit. That's the good news.
Yeah, thank God, thank God. So I mean, they found 25 bullets and nobody was hit. So that's the only salvation. And drive-by shooting. They found 200 cases, and they only thing they was something shot out a window to somebody's car, and that's
That's
about it.
right. That's right.
Look at him. We got JW Dream. Y'all see what he got put up here? Nancy Pelosi's or Maxine Waters wig stand. I think that's
I,
exactly
I,
what
I,
it is.
I,
What?
I'm going.
JW,
I
you
see
don't see it, Charlie. You don't
it.
see it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Give him
I
the
think
tag.
JW wins the
I,
prize.
He
You
won.
know
He won.
right or what? But
yeah.
now Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters were wig wearing age at that time 100 years ago. So
Mhm.
Or a suppository inserter for Mitch McConnell.
give up on it, JW. There ain't no need you chiming in no more. You the winner. You the
You know,
winner.
yeah, yeah. You done won it. Hey, I need you. I need your address. Send it to me there. Hey,
Oh, me.
tell them about our good friends.
Oh man, goodness, man, what you talking about? Some of the best food you ever had in your life. Always consistent, always good. Some of the best homemade macaroni and cheese you ever had. Me and Dynamite King was in there yesterday eating dinner in there, and they got a fabulous lunch deal in there. You get you some meat, and you get you a couple of vegetables there. Get you some of the best sweet tea ever has been made in that place right there. Go in there and sit down. It's a nice environment. They got it good and cool in there. It's a great, quiet environment, family oriented. You don't care who you are. Come on in and do business with them here at TK's Bar and Grill. They'll feed you. You can afford it. When you walk out, your pockets ain't empty. When you walk out, you still got enough money to put your ceiling fan up. So come see them at TK's Bar and Grill, if you will. Here, great food, great service, family owned, family operated. Farm family been several generations of farmers that own this place right here, and y'all go see the TK's Bar and Grill. They're good folks. They got a good business, local owned business, local people that'll treat you right. TK's Bar and Grill they'll treat you right with a good plate of food.
Yes, sir. Yeah, JW, you send your address. Yeah, we don't want to put it on him. Let me see if I got my I'm gonna give you my number, JD. JW, not JD. I'm wanting to call him JD. JW, my number is 229-254-5060. Text me your address. Now, do not go in a bathroom and write that on the wall for a good time. Call number.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I agree.
Mercy.
Said he going in the ceiling fan hanging business. Radar got that corner. You too late. You too late, kitty.
Oh, Lord help.
Can't make it up.
You can't make it up.
Hey boys, I got I don't know what I think Floyd, you said we got out here. I had 2.5 inches. Sheriff Hope, just about 2 miles north of me, had 3.1 inches last night.
We got 2.5 here in town. Best rain we've had all summer.
Yep.
Whole summer. Best rain we've had. And it's been a long time since we got any measurable rain here. We got 2.5 inches last night. And, it was I tell you what, it was blessing. That was a blessed rain for those that got it. Now everybody didn't get that. I kind of east of us out here a little bit, maybe a half inch out there.
Yesterday, I got a half inch yesterday, but good friends of mine on up in Henry County, near the Henry-Dale County line, actually got 3+ inches of rain. So it's according to where you were. Still a lot of places, though, like you said, Floyd, that just hadn't got the rain yet.
But our friend Ricky Bracewell, Jiggy B's daddy, he's out there on Acock Creek, right there on 91 at the old, across from the old McClendon Meat House, 4 inches, 4.1 inches right there.
Good gracious.
That Buckholder said he got 6 drops. 6 drops.
And that's in Iron City.
I don't know where Buckholder lives. I don't think he lives in Iron City. I don't know where he lives. How about where you live at, Buckholder? Put it up there so we can see, so we can know. We dry here. Lake Blackford didn't get no rain. LeVon said they didn't get no rain at Lake Blackford.
And my buddy Keith Boas said down south in the, you know where he lives, down Seminole County, they didn't get but a half inch down there.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, be thankful for what you got, because that's what we did.
Yes, sir.
2 tenths, 3 tenths, but the big one come yesterday.
And speaking of being thankful, if you are in need of an attorney, you will be thankful if you find this gentleman right here.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Shingler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Shingler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, "Your Honor, I surrender, cause I know when I'm beat." Call Billy Shingler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and burn, shake his fist and holler, "I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight."
Donaldsonville, Georgia. 229 524 1225.
Him right there.
Boy,
That's it.
there's that Weather Channel
That's
tag voice comes through every time. Let her
He
go.
got it. He got it nailed. He got it nailed down,
It,
Charlie.
I
I'm
know.
telling you, he got it nailed down now. I wish I had a voice like that. It kind of like sounds like Mario Lanza. Do y'all remember Mario Lanza?
I don't know Mario Alonso.
Google him, Mark.
I will. Oh, all right. Let's see. Yeah, Buckhalter lives in Killarney. I knew that. I knew.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, amen. That's right.
Christmas said he got 11 drops and 3 inches within 500 yards. One place got 11 drops, and the other
That,
got within 500 yards got 3 inches.
I know. I've seen that. I've lived that. I've lived that drama too in my lifetime.
Fence row to fence row is one way to describe
You
it.
can hear it and smell it and feel it
Yeah.
in your face. No rain.
Didn't you say that was a no man's land for a while out there where it just
Oh,
skipped?
the Gobi Desert is where I live right there. That was it. That was it.
Hmm.
Let me tell you what that does. That put me in the auction business.
Hmm.
In
In
about
a hurry.
1982, I decided to change vocations, if you will. It was not voluntarily, but
Oh,
anyway, it was out of necessity.
hey,
Mm, mm, mm.
yeah, it's amazing life. Hey, life will throw us things. I've been teaching on Wednesday nights the Book of Job, and man, there's a lot of lessons in that, son.
I'm telling you, you're
A
right.
lot.
It's like that Ebenezer sermon Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm. He chucked it down to the cops Sunday,
He,
Charlie.
he,
Tell you now.
I had to let you know in case you weren't watching. He had a good one going now. He
I
laid it
watch.
out there.
I slip in there. I slip in there and get him on the line there. He hadn't lost his anointing oil Sunday morning.
No, no, no.
You know,
But
he had it. Who got my oil? Where's my oil?
Yeah, I get real. If I can't, if I can't spy my anointing oil, I get real nervous because
Oh, you know, yeah, you were actually about to admonish someone, and that would have been a mistake. I think. So,
I got a good sermon and I got a good feeling too. After the sermon, having lunch at a local restaurant over there, I was talking to a gentleman about, things that you face in life and could change or not change. I said, well, there, there's this fella that I think a lot of. And if I try to call him and he can't talk, he'll send me a message that says, can I call you later? And we just about decided if Buddy Bowie was still alive, we could write a song called Later Never Comes. Later Never Comes. And this fella who bought my lunch, that I appreciate very much and think a lot of, said the same thing happens to him with the same person.
huh, man, that's a
Yeah.
shocker right there. I don't.
that's a
It
coincidence. There, I mean, that's a coincidence.
That is a
just happened.
that is a dire coincidence right there. Hey guys, we appreciate our sponsor, Phillips Auto Parts and the Holster 9. They are located right on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Hey, all your auto parts needs, whatever they might be. Maybe it's agriculture. Maybe it's just some windshield wiper blades. Maybe it's some washer fluid for your car. Whatever it is, go in there and see them at Phillips Auto Parts. Hey, go on in there and tell them if they don't have it, they will order it. They'll get it for you. They have the Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grills and all the flavors of Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellets. They've got gifts for the ladies in there, balloons. I promise you, if you need it, you can get it there. And then right next door is the Holstered 9, a full service gun shop, gunsmithing, gun repair, pistols, shotguns, rifles, ammunition galore, hunting clothes, hunting targets, whatever you need, it is there. Hey, dove season, and won't be long, deer season will be here. Whatever you need, go by there and get it. Our good friends and our sponsors right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9, Highway 27, north of Colquitt, right on the 4-lane highway, right under the big American flags. Hey guys, our good friends, he was with us last week, TC Berryhill in person. Mr. Berryhill Auctioneers was with us last week in Copper Mountain, Colorado, and we appreciate him and his continued support and sponsorship of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. He's been with us since day one, and he is the sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of whatever Floyd is going to do on this segment.
I got, I got,
Hey,
I got the over 75 women over the age of 75 not to do, and I got some impossibilities. I'm gonna go ahead and get the women over age 75 out of the way first.
oh my.
If you are a woman over the age of 75, do not spend your money on breast implants. Save your money for your funeral.
Right there.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Oh, y'all forgive it. Oh, forgive it. The impossibility. Here's the impossibility. The impossibility that Maxine Waters will ever wear an Afro styled wig. Maxine she's this powerful black United States representative who runs her mouth all that, who has lips that it takes one tube of lipstick to do the top lip and one tube of lipstick to do the bottom lip. She's a stylish woman, is what I'm trying to say now. Y'all don't need to be laughing at Maxine. But she's always got a wig hat on. She always got a wig hat. And sometimes it's crooked, sometimes it's half crooked. But it's always it's some kind of 1940s style, with the waves and all in it. What they wear in the 40s, during the World War II. What was them women that used to go around and sang to the troops and all? They were the Andrews sisters or somebody. Anyway, they had them wigs, on. She always wears a wig like that. It's always a dark wig, always black in color. But I've never seen her. I mean, she's proud to be a black woman, and she should be. She's a very, very successful black woman who has succeeded in milking the taxpayers of the United States out of millions of dollars. So she's very successful in what she does.
very, very.
She wears an Afro wig. She never wears an Afro style wig. So I don't know. I don't know if she's trying to appropriate, some kind of hairstyle from some other race of people. I don't know what she's trying to do. But anyway, she'll wear no Afro wig. I wonder what her hair looks like up under that wig.
Does she have any hair up under that wig?
They not have the. Here's one right here. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can put this together. There's an impossibility that after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that Kamala Harris can pickle pig snouts by the pound. This is after 5 o'clock in the afternoon that Kamala Harris can say pickle pig snouts by the pound. That drunk woman. Can you see her after 5 o'clock? Pickle pig snouts by the pound.
He's
Why women and not men? Men don't get breast implants, LeVar.
well, whoa, whoa,
Now,
whoa, whoa,
they might get another implant. They might get another implant. And if you're a man over the age of 75, do not get an implant anywhere on your body. Save your money for your funeral. Because if you get an implant on any place in your body, they gonna funeralize you pretty quick. So you ain't gonna last
Now wait
long.
a minute. If the man has been to Carl Cressman and gone through the whole procedure, he might be in the market for implants. But he's got to go to Carl first.
You split the hair and you get complicated up and down, John. Let's do this one right. Let's do another one. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here's one right. The impossibility that after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that Nancy Pelosi can say pig snouts. Here's a serious one right here. That any Democrat-run city can or will protect its law-abiding citizens from getting attacked and beat to death,
Mm,
if you will. Democrat-run
mm.
cities. You on your own if you're in a
You right.
Democrat run city.
That's
You are on your own. Let me tell you. And you are automatically disarmed. You cannot defend yourself by using your Second Amendment Constitution rights. So just be vigilant. If you're in a Democrat run city, you be vigilant of your surroundings because you can wind up dead. Thank y'all. That's it. I'm done.
I got out in the briar patch looking for some berries to pick. Couldn't see me my hand in front of my eyes, 'cause the gnats were so dang thick. So I hollered to my wife, bring me some Jeb juice quick. When I got the Jeb juice spraying and it's working its charm, them gnats say we surrender and headed back to the barn. So I went right back to picking them berries just to make me a pie. Oh, I'm talking about Jeb juice ever since the gnat said bye.
All right. Ah, thank you, folks at Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia, for being with us on Thursday nights and helping pay the bills. Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia, 229-220-6986, serving farmers in the area for many, many years, standing behind them in every way they can. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow. A little less chance of these pop-up showers and thunderstorms we've been experiencing. However, uh, Saturday and Sunday, those chances pop back up and get pretty doggone high. Another hot day tomorrow with high heat indices. I think it topped out like 106 heat index over here today. Uh, Not as hot as it was earlier in the week. Saturday the rain, Sunday the rain. Look at the temperature change, almost a 10-degree drop from one day to the next. That will give some air conditioners a little bit of relief around here. Even 81 on Monday, possibly the high, maybe low to mid 80s with rain in the area. Chances of rain continue all the way into next week. They start tapering off just a little bit when we get to Wednesday and Thursday. But if you got to work outside in the heat tomorrow, do be careful. Stay well hydrated because it will get out of your system in a hurry. And even if you're putting up ceiling fans, it'll really rob you of strength that you need. I think, or so Floyd says. It'll rob you of something. I don't know. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate each and one of you. We love you. Uh, Pray for one another. Pray for this nation. We're in a lot of things going on that. I'm glad we just had a good time to reflect and laugh a good bit tonight because there's a lot of things happening in this country we need to pay attention to and pray for our leaders, especially Donald J. Trump and the people around him, because they're making waves with some of these folks that these folks don't know how to take. And just pray for our leadership and pray for one another. Floyd, go your turn.
Amen. Amen, Charlie. Pray for each other. Uh, and it's like we get on here and we laugh and joke, we have a good time. But a lot of times, we kind of joke about each other, and that's good. That's a good thing. We can do that. We have the self confidence enough to realize that we're each other's friends, that we love one another. Don't miss the opportunity to laugh with your friends. And I've say this pretty often on here. Do not miss the opportunity
Mm-mm.
to be happy. Uh, and do not miss the opportunity to tell somebody that you love them. In fact, what I encourage you to do right now, whenever we go off the air here, call somebody, some of your family members or something that you hadn't talked to in a while. Call them, ask them how they do it. Check on them, see if they need anything I can help you with. It won't cost you nothing. It won't hurt a thing in the world. Cause 99% of the time they gonna say, "No, son, said I don't need nothing. I'm getting along okay, but I appreciate you checking on me." And then when you get ready to hang up, you tell them that I love you. And that's a good way to leave a conversation. Every conversation that you have with somebody, when you close that conversation out, and it ain't no that's a manly thing to be able to tell another man that you love him and mean it from your heart. Love you and love your spirit is what I love, and I do. I love Charlie. I love Corey. I love Craig. I love my friends. Life is all about
Amen.
relationships, and the more relationships you can have with people, the smoother your life will be, the easier it will be. It's like me sitting in here laughing at talking about Radar, putting up myself at. Radar's one of the best friends I got in the world, and he do the same thing about me. I guarantee you, if he had the microphone, he'd be telling something about cream, what he'd be coming up with. But that's fine. That's fine. We love one another. Don't be afraid to tell somebody you love them. It may be
That's
your
it.
last
Mhm.
chance on this earth to tell them.
Good point.
Good
Hey
night,
guys,
y'all.
we appreciate y'all. We appreciate Sawega Meat Company, Ziggy B's Seafood Market, Castrate and Call Christopher with Custom Cattle Services, TK's Bar and Grill, Shingler Law, Holster 9 and Phillips Auto Parts, Southern Hissy Fits, Bear Hill Auctioneers, and Kelly Crop Insurance. They make our show possible, but you guys make our show possible also because you are here each and every week to watch, listen, indulge in our whatever we do, and we appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. You know what? I'm going to tell you Sunday's coming. Go to church if it's where you can. Philippians says this in our scripture of the week: do nothing from self ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. A man told me one time a man ought not to think more highly of himself than he should, and that's what that's saying. Hey guys, we love y'all. We appreciate you being a part of our show each and every week. It does our heart good to know that y'all are like our family. And hey, Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we will be right back here next week, same place and same time. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially if you are drunk and eating pickle pig snouts, be
Particular.
That's it.